Hey, what's up guys, the Strong Boys 19 here. This is going to be another update video for you guys, and part 2 will be up on the answering your questions video from our music Q&A series. That'll come in the near future after this video, but for now I thought I would just show you guys what I got for this update. So to start things off, a really cool Motorhead t-shirt. I do have different shirts that I bought as well, but they'll be shown in the next update. So let's get on to the CDs now. The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. This is a really good album. It is psychedelic rock with some really crazy and unusual moments. And I remember the song Fire, that's included on this album. It's quite a very good debut album, so if you're into some psychedelic acid rock type music, I'd recommend this album. David Bowie, Low. I love this album. I think this is just a classic in its own way, and the first half of the album is really good, and the second half is just as great. From its brilliant ambient instrumentation and with some art rock experimental direction that David Bowie took on this album, and I need to pick up Lodger and the other Bowie albums. So I love Low. I couldn't stop playing it all the time as well. Charles Mingus Are really great jazz album. I highly recommend it if you are one of these people that wants to get into the genre. And Charles Mingus is just a phenomenal jazz artist. This is a remaster from 1998. And the album came out in 1959. Can't beat good old jazz. The next album, Pork Soda by Primus. Brilliant follow-up to Sailing the Seas of Cheese, which I love to pieces. And I think Pork Soda is just a really strong and great follow-up, and it is their darkest album. Incredible production, and it includes some of their best and catchiest songs yet. Another jazz album, John Coltrane, My Favorite Things. This is a remaster from 2004, Atlantic Masters, and this album is just superb. It includes 2 bonus tracks, which are the single versions of My Favorite Things, but the album as a whole is Coltrane at one of his very best. Coltrane is just a legendary saxophone jazz musician, and I think this is a near perfect masterpiece. It's so damn good. Now the next album, DJ Shadow, The Outsider. I wanted to check out his latest stuff than listening to Introducing all the time, but Introducing is a classic debut, one of my favorites of all time. So I've picked up The Outsider, and to be honest, I was very disappointed with this album. It does have some good tracks, but the rest of them just, I don't know, they just fell flat, and I can never get into them. Most of them includes these rappers I do not even know of, and the instrumentation is okay. I mean, it's not overly complex and as creative as Introducing. Well, even though it is a very different album, and I'm surprised that DJ Shadow himself calls this as his favorite album he's ever done. But I respect him, but this is not a really good album to me. It does have some good tracks, as I said. It may be a grower album to me, but for now, no. Absolutely disappointed with that album. Red Hot Chili Peppers' Mother's Milk. I do have Blood Sugar Sex Magik, By the Way, and Stadium Arcadium. So this is a 2004 remaster with a crap ton of bonus tracks, and I'm interested in checking out their earlier stuff. So yeah, I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers anyway. AC/DC Blow Up Your Video. This album cover is like one of the first album covers I've ever looked at, and you know, AC/DC is one of my favourite bands of all time, and I just had to pick this up, so yeah, why not? Skindred, Babylon, their debut album. I really like Skindred, actually. It's quite a weird combination of reggae with this new metal type sound, but I really dig it, and I do have Shark Bites and Dog Fights as well. The Prodigy, Experience, really good debut album, and it's just over the top, fun and energized piece of music. I mean, this era of the Prodigy, the 90s era, is just absolutely amazing, and it is, I think, their best era. The Rolling Stones, Stripped. I haven't checked out this album yet, but it does have a lot of these very obvious and well-known Stones tracks that I'm very familiar with. And, you know, I love the Rolling Stones, and I will get back to their discography, but Pink Floyd's discography is still in the works, and the disc just fell out. God damn it. Anyways, sorry about that. Stripped by the Rolling Stones. And the last album, Kings of Leon, Come Around Sundown. Yes, I do like Kings of Leon. They have been one of my favourite alternative rock bands. So I just thought I would pick this up. Now for the vinyls. Records, I should say. Anyways, the first one, this is the third American pressing from 75 from its release, and I'm extremely happy to have it. Bongo Fury by Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart, and the Mothers of Invention. The sound is top notch, and the record itself is like near mint. Discreet Records, yeah, man. And it is just so damn amazing. And this album, Bongo Fury, is just one of my favourite live albums ever. And if you're into some obscure instrumentation of avant-garde, experimental prog rock type sounds with some stream of consciousness, check out Bongo Fury. John Coltrane, Blue Train. This is the remaster from 2013 and 2014 from Blue Note, and my gosh, this album is just legendary, and I couldn't stop playing this album because I really love it that much, and I highly recommend it. Just a gold mine, like A Love Supreme as well. King Crimson, In the Wake of Poseidon, brilliant. Second album, follow-up to In the Court of the Crimson King, and it is really, really good. It does have some symphonic rock type elements, but the prog rock elements is still really strong on that album. The Velvet Underground, Loaded, the final album with Lou Reed. So far, from what I've been hearing, I would prefer this album pretty much more than the debut album. That's just what I think. So yeah. Now on to the books. Two books. The Beatles, All You Ever Wanted to Know About the Fab Four, This book just tells you the facts about the tracks and the band members themselves and their career of the Beatles and a lot of other stuff with some exclusive memorabilia. Brilliant book so far. Really dig it a lot. And this massive one, Vinyl, The Art of Making Records. Very interesting so far, with so many pages. It's like just a massive pile of information about the different eras of records, with a lot of artists and albums included. Onto the DVDs now. Al Pacino with this movie, Scarface. Well, hey, it's Al Pacino at one of his very, very best and well-known popular movies. And Al Pacino is such a great actor. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, live at the El Mocambo. This is Stevie at his very, very best in terms of live performances, and it's just absolutely incredible. Check it out. It's just 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. It's possibly my favourite live DVD ever. And the last one, Scanners Trilogy box set. I didn't expect to see this box set, but I've only seen the first one so far. Very unusual horror movie, with the most unusual horror plot, in my opinion. I haven't seen the other two sequels yet. I don't know if they're going to be good or not. But yeah, that's the Scanners Trilogy DVD box set. And that is it for this update, guys. I know this is a long one, but yeah, I thought I'd just make a new update. And more videos will be coming in the future. So peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.